Hey guys, my name's Rhea and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, last couple of episodes we did very main story heavy quests, and I thought we would deviate from this in this episode and do one or two side quests. And as per usual, before doing anything, I do want to loot. We did read the notice board before in the last episode, if I remember correctly. And we also came to Midcopse to finally find the witch Ciri supposedly quarreled with. Now,
an amulet,
oh,
a bazaar, some tortoise shells.
nothing good, man.
So
Thank you. I don't want to buy anything from him just yet. I do want to loot his stuff though, which is what I am going to do. And let's go into our quest because we did gather up a few secondary quests, quite a few secondary quests actually, as well as Witcher contracts. Goodness me. One is situated in Midcopse actually, which is contract Jenny of the Woods. So while in the area around the village of Midcopse, Geralt decided to look around and see if there wasn't anyone in need of a Witcher. It just so happened there was. On the local notice board hung an offer of a bounty for ridding the area of a monster called Jenny of the Woods. Geralt decided this was something he should look into. And that's exactly what we are going to do. So we do have to talk to the elder man of Midcopse. And I will do just that. Right as I loot everything these good people have around here. Oh, okay. You do you, old lady. And we'll do the obligatory looting. No, stop that, Geralt. Let's go ahead and talk to the elder man who seems to be in his hut.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
Well, we are here about Jenny of the Woods.
So the notice about Jenny of the Woods, you posted it, right?
Oh, aye, 'twas me. You do it? You's a witcher, is you not? Straight off, a picture in me granny's book. Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers. Remember like it were the day. We be afeard of her. But Jenny of the Woods, what's she to you?
Well, she's a contract I want to cash in on, so let's talk about the reward.
Let's talk rewards.
So, how much would ye wish?
Okay, the maximum we can go is 342. I think 290. Is that pushing?
Well,
Looks
sounds
like
right
it.
for Jenny of the Woods, but we're just short. Will you drop it a bit?
Okay, how about 285?
Well, sounds right for Jenny of the Woods, but we're just short. Will you drop it a bit?
280?
Well, sounds right for Jenny of the Woods, but we're just short. Will you drop it a bit?
How much more though? 275.
Well, sounds right for Jenny of the Woods, but we're just short. Will you drop it a bit?
270?
Well, sounds right for Jenny of the Woods, but we're just short. Will you drop it a bit?
Will you accept any bonus rate at all? Come on, 265.
Well, sounds right for Jenny of the Woods, but we're just short. Will you drop it a bit?
260.
No, have it your
Oh
way.
my goodness. Okay, we'll look into it.
I'm on it. Know if anyone's seen Jenny of the Woods? Could tell me more about her.
Old Willem must have, but he won't tell you naught. He were weak of heart. We found him in the fields this morning. Other folk are afeard to go out nights, but you might try Agneta, lives at the end of the village. Word is she saw the wraith.
And nothing happened to her? She wasn't hurt?
Agneta? Outlived 3 husbands, that one. Jenny of the Woods won't do naught to that wench.
That's fair enough. I also want to address something, and that is the lack of sound in the last 2 episodes. I don't know what happened. I think I figured it out in OBS for this episode, so I hope everything will go as planned. And I do think that the music is still just a tad bit loud. Well, let's keep it on 70. And let's talk to Agneta.
Wraith that haunts the village. Heard you can tell me about it.
Oh, I saw her. Saw Jenny of the Woods with mine own eyes. Like I sees you now, Witcher.
What did she look like? In detail, please try.
Truth be told, I didn't see her too clearly. It were growing dim, see, and this pale shape loomed afore me, mist-like. I comes closer, and the cloud thickened, and something like a visage came out of the mist.
What did you do?
What do you think, me love? That I'd wait to see the wraith in full glory? Ran to the village to tell folk what I'd seen.
I see. So she appeared to you just after twilight? Important clue, thanks. You take care now.
Okay, so I do have to say that Agneta's voice actress sounds kind of a bit too young to be playing that role. But we do have to now search the nearby fields in hopes of clues. So let's go ahead and go over on here. Do we have any clues? Over here.
A woman came through here. Barefoot.
Okay.
A piece of fabric. Possibly from a dress. Got snagged on the undergrowth. Stride indicates she was running. Probably why she tore her dress. Somebody chase her?
Okay, and now we can follow the footsteps.
This be the witchman, the freak of nature.
Over on here. Oh, that's a lot of blood.
Couldn't outrun her pursuer. He stabbed her or slit her throat. Strange.
Assassin's
Left
Knife.
the knife behind. Dried blood on it. Could come in handy. Dragged the body through here. Clear trail.
And now we follow the dragging trail. Over on here. Can we examine it? Yes.
Lugged the body all the way to the woods. Buried it here. Shallow grave. Murderer must have been pressed for time. Something's sticking out. A letter?
Letter found in a grave. Even though I told him I don't want to know him. I know you're not afraid of Blackbough, but I am. He says he loves me, but it's not the kind of love I have with you. It's a fierce, frightening kind. Blackbough won't leave us alone ever. We have to run. Leave your reply in the usual spot, your Zula. And this is the contract we
Scorned
are
lover
doing
killed the woman,
right
seems
now.
to me. A night wraith. Alderman probably knew the girl. I had to ask him.
Okay, before we actually ask the Elderman about the lovers, let's go into Bestiary and read about our night wraiths and Jenny of the Woods. So, night wraiths exclude the immense sadness, this helpless wrath. I fear them, same as anyone, but most of all I feel sorry for them. Eileen Altspar, Elven Truberits. Compared to other creatures of the night, catachans, necrorats, and werewolves, for example, night wraiths and their rarer cousin, dusk wraiths, might not seem at all dangerous. After all, one might ask how much harm could a pale, withered woman in a tattered dress do? The answer, quite a bit. Instead of finding this out the hard way, avoid crossing fields and meadows at night at all costs. Like noon wraiths, night wraiths are only found in rural areas. Travelers fall victim to them most often, but if legends are to believe, they also sneak into huts at times and murder peasants in their sleep. When they attack, night wraiths remain immaterial for most of the time, meaning physical blows pass right through them. They only take on more tangible form for the brief moments in which they strike. When weakened, they will create several projections of them which cannot attack directly, but act as transmitter of sorts through which the Night Wraith can sap her victim's vital energy. Night Wraiths can turn immaterial and are at such times very difficult to wound. In order to force one to take on a corporeal form, trap it with the Earden Sign or hit it with the blast of Moondust Bomb. Do not believe the old wife tales and think yourself completely safe from Night Wraiths during the day. They appear under the light of the sun as well, but are much weaker than they are after dusk. And we also have an entry about Jenny of the Woods. It is said true love's flame is never extinguished. This sad truth is the reason why Zula of Midcopse, whom an early death had separated from her beloved, was unable to find peace in the next life and instead returned to haunt her former environs as a Night Wraith. Fighting such an Empyrean is extremely difficult. A Night Wraith will form mirror images of herself to confuse her opponent and aid her in battle. She herself can take on immaterial form, rendering her invulnerable to blows. The best way to force her out of this state is to set up a trap with the Earden Sign, then quickly follow up with Igni while she is caught. Most important of all, however, is this: never attempt to fight one in the middle of the night when the moon hangs high in the sky. So we have Moondust, Spectre Oil, and Erden. Spectre Oil and Erden we have. Moondust, I don't believe we do. We can craft Dancing Star. And what are we missing? Saltpeter and Quicksilver solution for the Moondust. We can craft a potion, Golden Oriole. So let's go ahead and grab that. And let's actually see if one of the merchants is selling anything that we could potentially use.
An amulet, a bazaar, some tortoise shells.
Well, now, good man, I want to see what you're selling.
What else you have on offer?
Corpse teeth and kidney stones. Tried remedies for trying times.
Nothing that we need, but he does have some Gwen cards. So I'll just go ahead and do this. Just buy them real quick. Also get rid of these saddles. Get rid of the alcohol in our inventory. And all of this junk that we can possibly sell to him. Wonderful, he's at 0. We are almost at 1,000 gold.
So long.
Okay, and now let's go talk to the elder man about the lovers, namely Zula and Bakai.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
You knew Zula and Bakai.
Zula and Bakai. Did you know them? They must have lived in this village.
Good God, he knows. 'Tis witchery. They disappeared, both of them, into thin air. We've not seen them a week now.
I found the girl's grave and a letter. It's clear she rejected Bakai because she loved another.
Zula and Ontan, aye. We thought they'd fled north to seek happiness there. Bakai departed round the same time. So that's to mean our Zula's the wraith. Can't be. Such a good lass. And so pretty.
Any idea where they used to meet?
Well, can't say for sure. But the young'uns, they go to the clearing, mostly west of the village, past the fields. Zula. Good gods.
Okay, so we...
No way I can hope to lift this curse. Gotta drive the wraith away. Stand a chance if I can bind it to one spot for a while.
Yes, and if we remember from the entry, it's not good to fight any night raids around midnight. So actually what I want to do is meditate to 3 a.m. and see if that works. Because it is past midnight. The sun's already coming up. And let's see if this actually does the trick. Okay, we have Jenny of the Woods. Let's go ahead and use Earthen immediately. Also, before I forget, let's go ahead and apply Spectre Oil to our silver sword. So we have her mirror images over on here. Refresh Earth. I think the basic strat here is just hit her 3 times and dodge. Possibly somewhere where it's more of a bigger area. Oh, she does chunk a bit. She does chunk a little bit of health from us. It's nothing too serious. And this is the last one. Let's refresh Garden. Let's also drink Thunder. And not to forget, reapply the oil. Mirror images. And that's it for Jenny of the Woods. So she has Essence of Wraith, Nightwraith Hair, Dark Essence, Nightwraith Mutagen twice, Forgotten Ram Sword, and Nightwraith Trophy. Now over on here we have a Happy Company as well. And we can't even use that because it's not better DPS than our current sword. Let's switch out to... Did you just... Yeah, you did. They just shot their own teammates, comrades, my goodness. And we have the Deserter Leader last. That sadly didn't reach him. But you are only one. And that's about you, boys. Let's grab the loot that they have. Tracker's Gauntlets and Enhanced Curse Oil. And you have a bunch of weapons on you, I would say. Yes, indeed. And all we have to do now is basically hand in the contract and collect our reward. And once again, I will say it over and over. The sunsets and the sunrises in this game are absolutely breathtaking.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
We got rid of Jenny of the Woods.
Jenny of the Woods is gone. Got rid of her.
She'll not be back?
No. I know how to dispatch night wraiths for good.
Aye, of course. Your reward, as agreed. Many thanks to ye, Master Witcher.
No, thank you for the coin.
Farewell.
Not at all.
Alrighty then. With Jenny of the Woods done, we still won't be doing Hunting a Witch. Instead, we will go into secondary quests now and select Wild at Heart. While muddling around the well-shaded village of Blackbough, Geralt happened across a notice. It stated a hunter named Velen was looking for any help he could get in finding his wife, who had disappeared in the nearby woods a few days earlier. Geralt, already deep in search and rescue vein, decided to help find the woman. So that's one of the very first side quests we picked up when arriving in Velen. And I would say we ride to Blackbough because it's not that far from Midcopse, if I remember correctly. Let's go on and follow the road, and hopefully the navigation won't spaz out as much as it usually does. Now these are bandits on horses. Yes, they are. So I do want to avoid any conflict with them. And just go ahead and ride to the village of Blackbough, which is over on here. Just so we can get this quest started as fast as possible. And the quest marker leads us over on here, where the good man's actually already waiting for us.
Looking for a hunter named Velen.
Found him. What do you want?
Your wife missing?
Hear about your notice. I'm a witcher. When did you last see your wife?
5 days passed, 4 dawn. On my way out to hunt, she were asleep. I come back, found no sign of her.
Did you notice anything strange?
Notice anything strange? Maybe her behavior?
No, she were her happy, smiling self. Nothing different than late. She's not run off, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, but did you look for her?
Maybe she went to the neighboring village, forgot to tell you.
No, my sister were never gone this long before.
Tried looking for her?
Asked round the village, none saw her go. She must have left when they were still sleeping. Told her time and again not to wander off on her own. She never listened.
I must have some menfolk to scour the woods. Nothing.
Okay, we'll go look for her then.
I'll look in the woods. You might have missed something. Ask around, too. She have any friends?
Hannah keeps to herself mostly. Watches the blacksmith's young'uns at times. And in the village, Glenna, the butcher's wife, she likes her best.
Thanks. I'll try to find her, but no promises.
Okay, so we need to ask the neighbors about Hannah. And we have our first marker over on here, which should be the butcher's wife.
Greetings, you Glenna?
Aye, but gristle and marrow's all I'm willing to sell, and you'll have to wait till I'm done carving it.
Okay, but first, before we ask about Hannah, is it somehow a luxury to be a butcher in Velen?
You the butcher's wife?
Butcher? Please. Might have called him a butcher when we lived in the shade of Novigrad's walls. Now he deals in carrion, fallen animals, their bones still fit for soup. So, buying something?
We actually wanted to ask you about Hannah.
Wanted to talk to you about Hannah. Hear you were friendly.
She'd come by at times. We'd talk.
She seems strange lately. Any idea where she might have gone?
Strange. No, a cheerful soul always. If I'm to judge, it's the wolves got her. Been howling the nights through lately. Even the Baron's men are feared to come by. Hannah must have gone to the wood to gather mushrooms, maybe. Strayed too deep and the howlers got her.
That's a very, very interesting
Farewell.
insight we got there. So it's a possibility that the wolves got her. But we still have to ask the kids.
Wow. My dad used to make swords like yours. Can I touch it?
It's sharp. Better not. Need to talk to your father.
I forged swords once. Now it's scythes and hoes. For good arms, you'll need to go to Novigrad.
Well, we do need good arms, but we also need to ask you about Hannah.
Wanted to ask you about Hannah. Heard she looked after your children.
Hannah? Do you know where she is?
No, that's why I'm here. She maybe tell you where she was going, or anything else?
She said turnips are healthy and we ought to eat them.
I saw her go to the forest with another lady. It was dawn almost. I'd gone out so I wouldn't wet the pallet.
The forest? She's done for.
Why?
A huge pack roams the area. None from the village dares go in the forest. Neelan's only one not afeared, but then he's a hunter.
Okay, who was with Hannah, since the boy did say somebody was with her?
Did you get a good look at the other woman? Know who it was?
No. She walked in front of Aunt Hannah. I couldn't see.
Okay, I think that's
Thanks.
all
Farewell.
we need to know. And now we have to search for signs of Hannah in the woods. Let's run into the woods then. I don't know how far we have to go, so let's go on foot. It shouldn't be all that far because quest markers usually aren't as far. So we are going next to the Peller's hut. This is a graveyard actually. Okay. Over on here. Over here and then straight into the woods. Okay, but where exactly? Okay. The circle is quite large. And if I'm correct, there's wolves over there. We do have Igni. And I think this should solve it all. There we go.
Witcher?
What are you doing here? Shouldn't be in the forest alone.
I came to tell you. You needn't look for Hannah. She'd have returned long past were she alive. I'll pay you twice Neelan's pledge. Just tell the man his Hannah's dead.
Don't want to know what happened to her?
I've no illusions, Witcher. In Velen, you're gone as long as she's been. You don't come back. Hannah's dead for certain. Neelan ought to accept his loss. Move on with his life.
Agreed, I'll find her. Don't care about your sister. Yeah, that's kind of a weird attitude. Maybe she really doesn't care about her sister.
Strange. People usually prefer to know the fate of their loved ones, whatever the cost.
What good will it do? I'll not get my sister back. And Neelan's all I got left. I can't lose him too. And, well, he'll not rest till he avenges his Hannah, even if it eats up his life. The man deserves better.
Oh, that's kind of a harsh tone there. We will still look for her and find her because that's what we promised Neelan, who's our contract giver.
Sorry, not in the habit of leaving jobs undone.
Folks speak true about you Witchers. You're heartless beasts.
Maybe so, but we at least get the job done. Now let's loot.
Claw marks.
Oh.
Deep.
Okay, I did not mean to do that, but yes, there are apparently deep claw marks over in this area and also a dog corpse.
No man did this.
Let's inspect the corpse.
made with long claws, flesh torn clear off.
And that's about it what we can do over here.
This is getting interesting.
Okay, the circle is still big. We still have to... Oh. We don't have to look far.
Smell of a rotting corpse. Blood spattered all around. Must be Hannah. Torn to pieces, literally. Werewolf. No doubt about it. Gotta be careful.
Okay, and now we have a smaller area to inspect. Over here.
Blood and paw marks. Wonder where they lead.
On this tree.
Shit. Climbed the tree. I can't get up there. Maybe find something else on the ground.
Maybe something else on the ground. Oh, there it is.
Tuft of fur. Whatever lost it hasn't bathed in a while.
Well, in that case, we can follow the scent more easily. And the scent goes all the way over here. Then again takes a sharp turn. There's something over there as well. Oh.
Man's clothes. Shredded, but no sign of blood. Who rips their own clothes off, leaves them in the woods?
Well, apparently a werewolf. There's more clothes over on here.
Looks like a hunter's quarters.
And that's a bear over there. Let's go ahead and loot whatever there is over here. And maybe we find something. Silver ingot, crossbow, 50 leather strips, a locked chest, and notes.
Wonder whose.
I am who I am, I can't change that. Shirts woven of parsley and potions made of virgin tears might work in old wives' tales, but not for me. It is time to come to terms with it. With Hannah's love and iron discipline, I have found my way to manage, but I must remember to hide in the woods before the full moon rises. To go somewhere far from others, far from Hannah. The attack comes and then passes. I wake up with wounds on my hands and the taste of blood in my mouth. Perhaps it is for the best that I don't remember. Killing prey with bow and arrow is one thing. To tear it apart with fang and claw, at least here, deep in the woods, I won't hurt people. Merciful militarily watch over any who stray too close. So far from Hannah, and with Hannah's love. So everything indicates that Neelan is the werewolf in question, but why would he kill his own wife? That is the question over here, if it's actually Neelan. We also have...
Blood's just barely dried.
We also have a trail over here.
Wonder where from.
That we can get... And a door that we can get rid of with art. If I could select it, there we go. And let's go ahead and use our torch to see just a bit better. And let's swap to Igni. Search the werewolf's lair, wait for nightfall. Okay, we'll search the lair. Wolfsbane is kind of contradictory for a werewolf to have in his lair. Lesser Dasbog runestone and Treelove runestone. Can we actually examine any of the corpses? No, it doesn't seem like it, but we have another chest over here. Axeman's boots. Are they any better than ours? No. And I purposefully don't want to wear this either. So, wait for nightfall. That's a scary sound. I guess we will... Can we wait over here? Let's meditate until 9 p.m. I think 9 p.m. should be good. Or no, maybe not. Oh, there he is. Oh, and he has wolves as well. The wolves are making it a bit more difficult. Let's try and get rid of them with Igni. They have red eyes, that's kind of creepy, actually. And is that it?
No! Stop! Don't harm him!
Are you crazy, Move, or what's going on? Yeah, what is going on, actually?
Think we need to talk.
It's Neelan!
Lycanthropy can afflict anyone, but it is a curse, so sorry, but I have to.
You don't understand. I love him. He was near to being mine till you came along. Go away! Leave us be!
You're a raving woman, what are you saying? Yeah, you're raving.
What is this nonsense?
I love him. Always have. Even after I'd learned his secret.
You knew? Did you know I shut myself in here to wait out me change?
I knew, and I didn't mind. But you chose Hannah. I wanted her to see you. I wanted her to fear you. She'd not have stayed. And we could be together.
You brought her here. That night. 'Twas the reason I had the taste of blood in me mouth come morn.
I did it for us. She was to see you turn, not more. I didn't want her death. You've got to believe me.
I don't. And I'll kill you willingly. First time for that, in fact.
Can't let you do that, she deserves it, do what you will. I mean, she led her own sister into her
This
death.
is between the two of you. I refuse to meddle, but cross my path again, and I will kill you.
No! Mercy!
You had no mercy for your sister. I'll have none for you.
Told you I'd kill you.
I knows well what you said. Do it.
If you want death, find some reins and a tree with a strong limb.
Wouldn't work. Couldn't do it. Always been a coward. Do it. Please.
And I do believe this wraps up the quest. We got Neelan's key. And if this is his hut where he transformed, this should open the chest over here. Yes. We got some trousers, which are better than ours and look the same as ours, which is very, very good. But I do believe this is where I will wrap this episode up. We managed to do 2 quests that were quite fun, and I was really looking forward to doing them for quite some time now. So thank you so much for watching and for being here. In case you want to keep up in the loop with what I'm doing on screen and off screen, you're more than welcome to follow me on my socials. It's at RheaPlaysYT on Twitter, as well as RheaPlays on Instagram. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked this episode, or generally if you like the content I put out on my channel. So, yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!